Hi, I'm Peter and I'm a retired organic farmer out here in California. I still do a lot of gardening with my domes and we grow a lot of tomatoes here, but that's not why you're here. You're here about head lice. Well, my family and I, we have been dealing with head lice for over a decade now. We've invented the LiceKiller formulas and the LiceKiller products, and I'm here to help you get rid of head lice. I know it's very frustrating. We've had head lice in our family. It's a terrible problem. It's not fun at all. I sympathize with what you're going through right now. So in this video, two things. First of all, I'm going to show you a video that was made by mothersagainst.headlice.org. They did a video about the typical head lice products that you're going to find out there in the market and the dangers of using those products. And it's called 3 Terrible Secrets the head lice treatment companies don't want you to know. So they made that video. I'm going to include that here in this video. So that's coming up real quick. And after that video, stay tuned. I'm going to do a box opening of one of our Everything You Need kits that gives you all of our products, everything you need to get rid of head lice once and for all. It has products for your heads and for your environment. And so please watch the video all the way through. Watch it's important information from Mothers Against Head Lice about the lice treatment products that are out there that are very dangerous and don't work. So watch that video, and then I'll meet you back here after. Well, actually, I'll meet you in the shop and show you some of our products and what you get in our Everything You Need kit. So without further ado, here's that Mothers Against Head Lice video.
We need to give you some startling information about the traditional head lice treatments. Let's shed some light on 3 terrible secrets the big lice treatment companies don't want you to know. And make sure you watch this entire video, because secret number 3 is the most shocking thing of all. Secret number 1. Rid and Nix have more poisons in them than a can of Raid. It's shocking, but it's true. Take a look at the ingredients on a can of Raid. Here's a close-up. The active poison ingredients are amiprothyrin and cypermethrin. Those are both pyrethroids, which are similar to the poisons used in Rid and Nix. Notice how much of the poisons are in Raid. 0.1% each, for a total of 0.2%. Barely any, but enough to kill bugs and deserve the warning, keep out of reach of children. Now let's look at Rid. Here's a close-up. Rid has 1/3 of 1% pyrethrin. That's more poison than Raid. Yet people are putting it on their children all the time. In fact, people are not following the directions, and they're overusing the poisons, exposing their children to far more danger from the poisons than even the manufacturers recommend. Now let's look at Nix. Here's a close-up. Nix has a full 1% permethrin. That's 5 times the amount of poison than a can of Raid. Would you spray your child's head with a can of Raid? Using Rid and Nix is even worse. Secret number 2. Doctors and scientists proved many years ago that the poisons in Rid and Nix are no longer effective against head lice. This fact has been making the news for the past year or so with all the stories about super lice. But even as far back as 1999, scientists knew that the traditional treatments for lice were becoming ineffective. In a study conducted by doctors and scientists with results published by the Journal of the American Medical Association Pediatrics, children infested with head lice from the United States and from Malaysia were treated with the traditional poisons. The strain of lice infesting the children in Malaysia had never been exposed to the poisons before. In those children, the treatments were successful. The children from the United States were infested with strains of lice that had been exposed to the traditional poisons for many decades. The poisons were ineffective on those children. The scientists concluded permethrin did not affect head lice sampled from chronically infested U.S. children, and head lice in the United States are less susceptible to permethrin than are those in Malaysia. This study was done in 1999. In the many years since then, the problem has only gotten worse. It's gotten so bad that mainstream media outlets frequently run stories about communities unable to win their battles with super lice. Secret number 3. According to reports from the National Pediculosis Association, which runs the website headlice.org, the poisons in the traditional head lice treatments have been linked to acute leukemia. And according to WebMD.com, a recent study concluded that use of insecticidal shampoos to treat head lice appeared to roughly double a child's risk of developing leukemia. This is unacceptable. Because of these shocking facts about the traditional poison-based head lice treatments, people need to stop using them. They don't work. Doctors and scientists have proven they don't work. The news is telling us they don't work, and they double the risk of developing leukemia. This is very important, and we need your help to get the word out. So what do? What can you do to help? What should parents use instead of the poisons? Well, we have a recommendation and a solution. There's a company in California that was started by a family that had retired from organic farming. 10 years ago, they developed an all-natural treatment protocol for head lice. Their system works, and it works well. It kills the head lice, and more importantly, it kills the eggs, the nits. Their products are completely non-toxic to humans. They can be used daily if needed. And because it kills the eggs, head lice can never become immune to their products.
Okay, I hope you enjoyed that video. I know it's kind of scary, but it's important that you know that stuff. And the family that is in California that they're talking about that has the products that kill lice that work, that's us. So we're very proud and honored to be mentioned in their video and to be recommended by Mothers Against Head Lice. So without further ado, let me do an unboxing of what you get in one of our Everything You Need kits. I'm going to show you the small kit. The medium and the large are basically the same exact products. You just get more of them depending on if you get the medium or the large. Okay, depending on where you order from, your box is going to come either in a FedEx box or a plain brown box. Now, if you are ordering from California, I recommend you choose ground or home delivery, and that's going to get you next business day shipping for the cheapest price possible. Now, here's what you get in a small Everything You Need kit. Of course, we've got the comb. It'll come in a bubble pack. This is the Knit-Free Terminator comb. It's got the grooves on the teeth. I don't know if you can see that or not. Anyway, this is an expensive comb, but it's the best comb on the market. Then you're also going to be getting some shower caps that you're going to be needing, and a spray bottle that you're going to need. Now, the spray bottle, what that's for is for our furniture spray. And I'm going to talk about the environment kits first, the environment products. So this is our furniture spray concentrate. What you do with this is you fill up the spray bottle about to this line about right here with water, and then you dump in the entire contents of our furniture spray concentrate. Dump this whole 2-ounce bottle right inside there, and then shake it up, and you'll see some bubbles, and then you just use this furniture spray on your furniture, your bedding, pillows, and don't forget your cars. It's really important to spray your cars because you could have lice in there. Then this is our laundry concentrate. It treats up to 8 loads. What you do is you just add 1 ounce per load with your regular detergent and use the hottest water you can use safely on your clothing. Now let's get to the main events here. This is our products here. This is our LiceKiller product. It's the essential oil product. This is the knit glue dissolver product. It's an enzyme formula. And this is our lice repellent product. It's also an oil-based product, natural essential oils. First, let's talk about the knit glue dissolver. The knit glue dissolver is super important. It's one of my favorite products in the world. I use it for lots of stuff besides head lice. I use it almost every day in the house and in the garden. It kills bugs. I use it to kill flies. But anyway, what you do is you spray this first on the hair, and this is going to start dissolving the proteins, digesting the proteins that the head lice use to create their glue that attaches the nits to the hairs. And this is going to make getting the nits out a lot easier. It also starts to digest the exoskeletons of the nits, or of the lice, I'm sorry, and the lice will start crawling a lot slower because their exoskeletons are dissolving. And so it'll be a lot easier to see them and kill them with once they've been hit with this nit glue dissolver. It's very powerful. 4 different enzymes mixed into a formula that dissolve and digest insect proteins. It has absolutely no effect on human mammal proteins. It's perfectly safe for you, your babies, your animals. It's totally safe for mammals. And but it digests insect proteins. Fantastic product. You can't get it anywhere else. We are the only ones that have it. Then the LiceKiller formula, it contains lots of different essential oils. The active ingredients are neem seed oil, karanja oil, and tea tree oil. And it's got some other oils that are really good for killing and repelling insects. And this formula has been used by over 80,000 families in the last 10 years. We've helped lots and lots of people get rid of head lice with this formula. This formula was developed by myself and a PhD chemist. And my instructions to him when I hired him was, let's come up with a formula that's the strongest lice-killing formula we can come up with, but is also totally safe to use on an infant baby every day if needed. Now, I use these oils every single day on my skin because they're really good for your skin. And I'm 61 years old, almost 62, and this has really helped my skin a lot over the years. Now, the lice repellent is essentially the same formula as our LiceKiller. It's just in a smaller, convenient bottle. You just spray a little bit of this on your fingers and rub it around the back of your neck, behind the ears. It helps to keep the lice from crawling on you. So that's the Everything You Need kit. It's got all the products for your hair, your heads, and for your home and cars to help you get rid of lice. Now, I need to say that you are going to have to be aware of reinfestations. They're almost guaranteed to happen. Reinfestations can happen from your own environment, from your house, your cars, or they can happen from where you got them originally. The lice are in your circles of family and friends, of places you go and people you know. Somebody somewhere has lice, and that's where you guys got them from. And the lice are going to continue to go around and around the circles until everyone gets rid of them. So it's real important that everybody stops using products that don't work and they use products that do work. So tell your friends and family about our website. Get them to order our products too. And everybody needs to get rid of lice once and for all. That way they get out of your community, out of your circles. So I hope this video has helped you. I'm here to help you. Give us a call if you need any help ordering. When you do order, make sure that you choose, if you're from California, choose the ground shipping or the home delivery. That's going to be 1 business day. If you're not in California, we have no control over the FedEx rates. I wish we could get the cheap rates that Amazon has, but we're just a little small family company, and FedEx doesn't give us any breaks at all on the shipping. As you'll see when you go to the shopping cart, the overnight is astronomical. But anyway, we do subsidize the 3 business day delivery by air for the rest of the country. So that's called Express Saver. That's 3 business days, and it's only, I think, $10.50. So that's the best way to get it if you are not in California. So anyway, I hope this helped you. I'm here to help you. Our family's here to help you get rid of lice. Check out the website, mothersagainst.headlice.org, mothersagainst.headlice.org. There's tons of free information there. And I forgot to mention, in the box, there's also going to be some instructions on how to use the products. So you'll have an instruction sheet to go along with all the products that you get in your box. So go ahead and order an Everything You Need kit, depending on how large your home is and how many heads you're treating. The products last for a long time if you store them in a cool, dark place. So if you have any extra, they'll be good. You know, years later, we've had people call us and tell us that our products were still working after 5 years that they stored underneath their bathroom sink. So the products last for a good long time. So order as much as you need to treat now and any reinfestations you get in the future. And hopefully this helps you. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.